What's good, YouTube? It's your man BG Tech Life. As you can see, we got the Samsung Galaxy Z Flip 7 on deck. And today what we're going to talk about, guys, is this device actually worth it? I know it just came out. It's the hot device. It's out here for y'all consumers and y'all techies. So let's just talk about worth. Let's get into it. Okay, guys, so we got the Flip 7 and we talking about worth. And I'm going to put this disclaimer out there. I don't really think any smartphone is worth the full price that smartphone companies are selling them for. Because these days we getting small incremental changes year after year. No big changes really from year to year like that, honestly. So a lot of, we had the Flip 7 here. The Flip 6 is not too much different, and sometimes we actually lose features or lose good pieces of hardware. So talking about the Flip 7, coming from the Flip 6, we went from a Snapdragon processor, and we know how Snapdragon been killing it throughout the years with their processors, and the Snapdragon processor is still in the Fold 7. But now the Flip 7 has the Exynos 2500. Now I've been using this actual Flip 7 pushing a week, and the Exynos 2500 is not a bad processor. I haven't had any issues so far, even though I don't push my Flip too hard. Like, I'm not doing real performance tasks on a device like this. This is my more compact type device. But what this device is all about is a Flip. So it's about being compact and unique. It's about being game changing. So I feel like for somebody to feel like this device is worth it, first you gotta be in the flips. You got to buy into the trick. The trick of this device is actually going from a full-on phone to being able to close, and boom, you got a nice big cover display where you can read notifications, and you can do a little bit more than that. We got widgets and things of that nature. So you have to find this really cool. Like, you really have to be like, this is the type of cell phone I like. So for it to be worth it to you, because this is what this device is all about. And then it's got its supporting cast. So the supporting cast would be like the features like the 1080 screen AMOLED. Yes, 1080 is not as high res as a lot of screens you'll see on flagships, but it's a foldable display at the same time. So that's why I say you have to buy into the initial trick first and then buy into everything else. Now we talk about the cameras. On Flip 6, we did get a bump. We went from an actual 12 megapixel camera to a 50 megapixel camera. Now with the cameras, you can snap some nice pictures, but this is about it being a flip. So you actually have to like the little tricks that you could do with this phone. Use this phone as a tripod, take selfies with the main sensor. You have to really like those things because the camera alone is just mid-tier. Now, when it came to the build and the color, I must say Samsung nailed it this year. The hinge is small. The colors are very dope, especially this shadow blue. I mean, it's just this device has a high cool factor. And at the same time, it's still a big 6.9-inch Samsung display with One UI 8 Android 16. Some of the best software, and I'm gonna just say in my opinion, some of the best software is the best skin over Android that's on the market. Feature packed, things of that nature. There's a lot you could do with this device. It's a lot of fun going on with this device. So when it really comes down to, is it worth it? It just depends on you. If you're somebody that want to try a flip device and you don't want to invest a whole lot of money, you could buy an older flip. You could buy a Moto flip that's cheaper. You want to actually try the smartphone that's designed like a flip. But if you really into the Samsung devices and you one of those people that want the newest devices and the newest design and the thinnest bezel, and that's your personal want, then I could see this device actually being worth it to a person who is into that. But like I said, you have to fall for the initial trick of this device. Like, you have to like this form factor of device for it to be worth it to you. If you like slab of glass devices, then you're not really gonna like this device because it's still, even though we 7 flips in, it's still concessions that you're gonna have to take because this is not a slab of glass device, because some money was invested into a display, into a build, into a hinge that actually flips. Now, we'll say Samsung did bump the battery specs up. We got 4,300 milliamps in this device now, compared to the Fold 7, which has 4,400 milliamps. This device got almost a bigger battery than the Fold, which is crazy. So that's a really good thing. But a person that's amazed at the fact that you could take a full-on 6.9-inch display, flip it in half, and put it in their pocket, and it almost disappeared. If they really like this, they'll really like a device like this. I really wouldn't say if a phone is worth it or not, honestly, because everybody is different as an individual and everybody like different things. So when it comes to picking out your smartphone, don't look to these influencers and these YouTubers to tell you what you would like. Sit back and think about the things that you would like about a device. If you like a device that turns into a clamshell and you wear skinny jeans and it'll fit right in your pocket and you think that's dope and you always want the newest of the new, the Flip 7 is right in the store for you right now. But if you want to try out a device, maybe you want to try a flip out and you're not sure about that form factor and you don't want to spend a whole lot of money, they also got older flips that's on sale and things of that nature. All kind of phones, but you just have to decide what it is you like. Me, I like the minimalism of a device like a flip. That's how I got into flips. I like minimalism. I like to use my smartphone now as a smartphone. Carrying the Fold and things of that nature, you can use it for a lot of different things, but to me, it's like, why stop there? I like to use my phone as my phone. I like to use my video editing machine, my MacBook as my video editing machine. So I don't need a whole lot of phone because the real tasks that I need done or real tasks that take performance, I'm using my laptop. I'm using a gaming PC. I'm using other things other than the phone. So I can use my phone to just chill, keep in touch with family, scroll social media and things of that nature. And I can have a nice little experience, a nice little Samsung One UI setup, and pretty much just enjoy the aesthetic or the vibe of a phone without having to really lean on performance. But those are just my thoughts on if it's worth it. It's your boy BG Tech Life. Make sure you subscribe. I'm out. Peace.